Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. You know what? This feels like we are going back in the old days where we would be reading off interviews with people, the who's who within the sport of boxing. Last night we had Stacey McKinley, a man that's trained over 30 world champions, 6 heavyweight world champions, and is in the Hall of Fame. We had James Ali Bashir straight after that. We had Ivana Habazan in the room. And tonight we have assistant trainer, but a trainer in his own, Asgar Tair. No stranger to BWTM Sports or BWTM, a dear friend. And it's always a pleasure to have Asgar Tair in the room. So without further ado, we have no Google Hangout, so we can't see the handsome Asgar Tair. Instead, we're going to have him via the phone. Without further ado, Asgar Tair in the room. How are you doing, Asgar?
Hey, Ingram, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, long time no here, my brother.
I am still following you. I'm always watching your videos. I'm always keeping an eye on you, my man. You're dangerous, you.
Why you say that?
Because I love it. You're real. You're real. You're not one of these ass kissers. You're just straight up.
Yeah, so how have you been? I think the last time we spoke, was it before the Wilder fight? It has to be, because I would have ripped you for the Tom Schwartz fight, so it has to be after the Wilder fight, before the Wilder fight. Well,
I know.
Well, yeah. So do you want to start from there, or where do you want to begin from?
Listen, you just fire away. I'm enjoying this.
So I think I'll start in the words of Tyson Fury. Yeah. So obviously you were around with the Wilder fight, right? You were there, right?
Yep. I was there.
All right. So how did you feel about linear heavyweight champion of the world getting dropped twice by Dosser? How did that make you feel?
Listen, first things first, Deontay Wilder is without a doubt one of the hardest punchers ever in boxing history. Make no mistake. Now, Deontay Wilder has dropped every single person. In fact, he's knocked out every single person he's faced. Make no mistake, Tyson Fury was knocked out, but he got back up. Great conditioning. And the will of God.
But hold on, great puncher, but I have to pull you back again. Dosser, Dosser, Dosser. That is what Fury said. He's a Dosser, and I don't know. Go ahead.
Let me explain to you about the word Dosser.
Please do, because this is your boss. Your boss called him a Dosser, so I just want to know.
This is just an hour thing. When you face anybody that comes stepping in front of your face, he's a shithouse. Until you prove yourself. And until you prove yourself, before that, you're a Dosser. It's just a term. But listen, Wilder proved himself.
No, wait. Your boss is still calling him a Dosser and a shithouse. All right?
Okay. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
For taking such a long layoff, for just going straight into that, and you fought a guy that kicked the shit out of you. You took 2 shape shots. Well, the first one was behind the back of the head. But listen, nobody mentioned that. But it doesn't matter. You still didn't beat him. Even though you dropped him twice, he got up. He beat you. You had to use the dodgy officials, and you flipping cheated. Shame on the WBC belt. You should flush that down the toilet. What shame to the WBC.
Anyway. Hold. Let me just wind this back a second. Dosser, all right? Should be getting dropped by a Dosser. Should be getting marked up around your face by a Dosser. Should be going life and death with a Dosser. I'm just kind of putting things in the place of which the great one has said he's a Dosser. And if I was still able to talk to Tyson, I was still up in the field like I used to be, I would say to him, "You've just knocked out a Dosser, or you got knocked down by a Dosser." So that's how I've got to see. I've got to see it by the way the great man speaks. He calls him a Dosser. He laughs about it. He gets dropped twice by a Dosser. That's kind
exactly. Exactly.
That's how I'm looking at it.
You took your 2 best shots. I called you a duster before, and I go back up, so you're a duster again. Until you beat him, you're a duster, man. You cannot love and respect Deontay Wilder. But the bronze bomber, you're a fucking duster. Excuse language, by the way.
That's right.
You're a duster, you're a shit ass. But let me explain. Deontay Wilder is a gentleman.
Okay. The next thing, this linear heavyweight championship of the world, right? If you remember,
before you even get into this,
wait. Okay, go ahead. You go.
It's a status.
Yeah, I'm aware. Listen, you have to educate me on the status. I'm well aware of the status. The man that beat the man. I got it. Remember, I was the man that said he should give up all them belts. And look how
you said back in the days after the kids goes, give up all the belt and just recognize one, the ring belt. You did say that.
What's happening now? What's happening now?
Exactly. Look at Al Heyman. He's dismissing the WBO. He's saying we don't recognize the WBO. So people are showing you these are just promotional belts that bring in attention.
Okay. Hold on. A few people in the room here are talking. Evening, Asgar and Ingram. There's only one. Tyson Fury says, BK. Where's Asgar, the big dosser? Because of Google Hangout now, we cannot get him on the camera. But because BWTM are shortly going to be doing the switch, you will soon be able to see Asgar on camera like with everyone else. So we are shortly going to be switching to something very fantastic. So you'll be able to see Asgar and myself or anybody else we have in the future on camera. Just I've been a bit of a dosser this week and haven't made the adjustment. So blame me for that. Evening people says Prince 9. Go on, Asky, says Amjad. Hassan. Shooters ready and loaded, says the Boxing Kingdom. Says the camera isn't switching to Asgar and it won't tonight. You'll just have to look at my mug tonight. Smash the like button for this fantastic interview, says Prince 9. The Boxing King, you from Derby, Amjad. And then Kenny says, Asgar, great credit for taking the Wilder fight and proving everybody wrong. But since the great night, you have let down the team greatly, cashing in on big checks against nobodies. Well, let's hold that there. We'll come back to that in a minute. Most defenses of the linear championship have been against dossers, Asgar. Well, hold that there. We'll come back to that as well. Core 2971 says, Asgar, are they pushing for a trilogy or will they unify after rematch? Hold that there. We want answers tonight and we will get them. Okay. Everyone's a dosser to Fury. He even called himself a dosser when he was dossing around getting fat. So we'll just hold that there. And somebody's saying Stream Yard Ingram. Not sure about that, but what you mean by that, but we'll keep on. Right. So let's take this back. It's a linear heavyweight championship of the world. The man that beat the man, that beat the man, that beat man. Yeah, great, fine. Got it. But I have to take the boss, and that's with due respect, because he did beat Klitschko when we said he'd beat Klitschko, and you've got to give him due respect for that. The Safa-Safiri fight, gimme. We knew he was coming back. We want to see what Tyson had left. Okay, fine. Then the Pianetta fight. All right, fine. 2 warm-up fights. Then the Dosser, Wilder. Okay, so he's a Dosser. So even though he's WBC champion, again, Dosser. Then we've upgraded to Tom Schwartz. And now we've gone even further in upgrading to Otto Wallin. The last 2 fights, I've had to yellow page. Sorry, box rec. Can you explain to me what is going on here, apart from it seems that Tyson is getting paid a lot of money. In just how I'm looking at it, he's getting paid a lot of money. So there's really no ambition to have to fight any big fights. And they're just trying to promote him in a certain way so he looks devastating with all these knockouts against guys nobody knows about and nobody particularly cares about. So we get the rematch against Wilder.
Well, let me stop you right there.
Go ahead.
Okay, for those that don't follow boxing,
yes,
I will take you back to 2016.
Yes.
2016, there was a gentleman called Adrian Granat. Yes?
Yes, Adrian Granat.
He was considered the man that is the most dangerous heavyweight out there. He was 15-0 when he challenged for the European title against an Otto Wallin. What happened?
Whoa, hold on. Right. Wait, hold on. Wait. I've had Abel Sanchez told me that Dominic Wade was the most dangerous heavyweight in the world. Whoa. Just pull back a second and hold on this. Right. We've got the DC universe. We've got the Marvel universe. The two shall not cross over. However, your universe. Wait. Your universe. Hold on. I'm answering. Hold on. Wait.
I'll ask the question in a different way. Adrian Granat, was he or was he not considered a major threat in the heavyweight division? Yes or no?
No.
Then, sir, we cannot continue this question if you don't believe a man that was challenging for the European title, coming up 15-0, was a threat for the heavyweight division. He was. He was a big fella. He was a 6'4" guy.
And who, Adrian Granat, for you to have that saying that he was the most dangerous heavyweight in the world?
No, he wasn't. He was considered by some.
The same some that says, what are you going to say? Suggest to me that Otto Wallin is considered one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the world today. Based on who?
I've not at all said that. What I'm telling you, I'm bringing you back to show you the caliber. Now, before you say another word, let's just talk about facts. 20 fights, 20 undefeated opponents. He's never lost. He's ranked number 4 in the WBA. I'm not saying he's a threat. I'm just saying he's a person that was available. There's no one else available. You tell me 2 boxers right now that's considered caliber that's available for September the 14th.
Stop. 2 fights. What? 2. Wait. 2. Kubrat Pulev and Charles Martin are 2 better fighters that are better than Otto Wallin.
Okay, maybe you consider a guy that gave away his IDF to Flip and Anthony Joshua a serious threat. That is comical. Here's flipping.
Wait, this is a guy that went with Adam Konaki who just fought Areola. He's surely a better. We know what Martin's about.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
The guy Martin. Yes. Has he been beaten?
Yes.
End that question. Now, is he ranked higher than Otto Wallin? Yes or no?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on a second. Whoa, hold on. Andy Ruiz was beaten by Joseph Parker in that reckoning. He went out and knocked Anthony Joshua out. If you're going to go by the guy that got beaten.
But you don't know the power of the Snickers bar. Listen, we knew that Ruiz was going to beat AJ for that fight because he was not prepared. It was clear cut. You don't tell. When a man pulls out a Snickers bar before he's about to fight you, he's either fucking nuts or he knows something that we don't.
You're a joker. You know what? You've been spending so much time around Tyson. You've been spending so much. He's trained you, mate. Tyson has trained you good and proper. He's done a good one on you, I tell you. He's done a good one on you.
Bob Arum and Frank Warren need to promote.
Of course.
Build the great hope of America. This is Tyson Fury, the lineal champion. He's come to their shores. They wanted to know what he's about. He's already shown what he's about. He embarrassed Deontay Wilder. Tom Schwartz, he was ranked number 2 in the WBO.
Wait.
Undefeated. Doesn't matter what you want to say. Listen, doesn't matter what you want to say or what I want to say. It's about building profile.
Oh, wait. All right. Hold on. Wait. Wait 1 second. If Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua were to fight Otto Wallin as defenders of their title at the time, you would have called him a shithouse and a dosser. Your words. You would have called him a dosser. Tyson Fury would have sat down in BT Studios and gone, look at these two guys here, these 2 dossers. It's okay if Fury fights Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz, but those guys would be totally unacceptable for Joshua and would have been unacceptable for Wilder. And don't tell me anything about more warm-up fights. Right? So, totally unacceptable.
I'm glad you said that.
Well, go ahead.
Because I'll tell you why. See, Otto Wallin is in Anthony Joshua's level. Otto Wallin is in Deontay Wilder's level. Obviously, you guys don't consider that guy in Tyson Fury's level because he's a lineal champion. He's number one. These guys below him need to fight each other because they don't want to fight. Tyson's got to fight a man who's presented himself, and that is Otto Wallin. At least he's got the balls to step up.
Right, listen. I can present 10 men for you. I can present 100 men at the O2 Arena out of the audience that will go in and fall down against.
Pulev don't count.
Who?
Pulev, you said. You mentioned Pulev.
Pulev is on top rank, so you can make that fight. You're both in the same company.
He's coming off his bullshit ban, whatever he had.
What do you mean he's come off that ban and saying he can fight now?
Now he can, but before that contract, I mean, these fights ain't made overnight.
All right, Jerome Miller. Oh, wait. You were prepared to fight Jerome Miller. What happened to the big? I want to fight Jerome Miller. I want to fight an American. What? So wait.
Anybody. The problem with people is they talk the talk just to get self-publicity. But when shit hits the fan, I have every excuse possible. I'm washing my hair. I've got to feed the cat. I've got a wedding. They're full of shit. You know it, I know it. Say what you want to say, but let me explain to you. At least Otto Wallin, rank number 4, WBA, undefeated in 20 fights, is stepping up to the plate. Not giving him much of a chance, but you can never, ever, ever underestimate any heavyweight. I don't care what anyone says. We've learned this through Buster Douglas. We've learned this through Andy Ruiz. Listen,
you know what?
Any heavyweight is a threat. Say what you want to say. Just because he's from Sweden, but he's a threat, my friend, and he's coming for it. He's got everything to gain, nothing to lose. Tyson Fury needs to be on his A game, regardless of whoever's in front of him. Whether you like it or whether you don't, you will be watching it because you're seeing the greatest of our generation. Tyson Fury fighting in America, the T-Mobile Center in Vegas.
Well, I remember when Tyson said in 2013 he was the greatest heavyweight of this era. So I heard it from the big man's himself in 2013. He said that, and I think he still believes that. But I think you need a promoter's license. I think you're doing a good job. I think you give Eddie a run for his money.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you should say that. I'll tell you why. Because today I'm officially allowed to become a manager. I'm a manager now. I'm a part of the team. SMI promotion or management. Sports Management International.
Yes.
And I will now be managing boxers. Pro boxers as well.
Well, that's of no surprise, and seriously, congratulations. Not sarcastically.
Thank you very
fantastic. Well, that's progression. I like to hear about that. That's great because I know you will look after fighters.
Serious talent, and I definitely will be looking after the fighters. And I tell you why, because I've been there, I've done it, I've learned the trade.
Jokes aside, and I mean, jokes aside, that side of things, I know that you'll do a damn good job with. So. Congratulations for that, but I ain't letting you off the hook. Listen, I did not let Abel Sanchez off the hook when he turned around and said to me, Dominic Wade was one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the world. Middleweights in the world. I didn't let him off the hook. I'm certainly not letting you off the hook. Right? Definitely not. The Miller fight, you could have had the Miller fight in October.
I do like Abel Sanchez, a true gentleman. I spent a lot of time with him when I was up in Vegas.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful man. Got a lot of time for him.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. But back to the point, Otto Wallin. If Otto Wallin were to do the unthinkable and beat your boss, what would you say?
I wouldn't say anything. I would say may the best man win. But the more chance of me becoming Barcelona's key striker, scoring a hat-trick in the Champions League final and being flipping £1 million, more chance of that.
So basically say, admitting in one hand, Otto Wallin is garbage, but on the other hand, you'll say Otto Wallin is unbeaten and he's this and he's ranked numbers and he also. So wait, hold on, what is it?
No, let me say what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
I'm saying you could put Deontay Wilder, you could put AJ, you could put Otto Wallin, you could even put King Kong in there with Tyson Fury, and they've all got no chance whatsoever.
No chance. Well, he knocked Fury down with the same combination. Wilder through the same combination from round 1 to round 12, the same combination.
When Muhammad Ali was in his 10th professional fight, he was dropped by a nobody. Muhammad Ali, then known as Cassius Clay, was dropped. Are you trying to tell me because of that he's not considered the greatest?
Stop. Hold on. Stop. All right, stop right there. Ali up. I'm glad you brought Ali up because your boss also talked about Ali. And he told us he's going to come back like Muhammad Ali. Well, Ali fought for you. Just remind you, Ali fought the top guys before he challenged Fraser and unfortunately lost to Fraser. Your guy, your boss, said he was going to do the same thing. But it's Safa Safiri, Pianetta, Swartz, and Otto Wallin are the equivalent of the elite heavyweights in the world, then my name's R. Kelly.
Okay, R. Kelly. Now let's talk about you. Mike Tyson returned. Who did he face? Peter McNeely. Did you make an issue there?
Whoa, wait, hold on. At least, wait, stop. I can't, oh my word. Peter McNeely, wait, come on, Asgar. Peter McNeely was actually a heavyweight. This guy that Fury came back against, your boss, was a cruiserweight. And he had it in fought at his town hall in his country. Come on, man. Don't even try it. My man had never even had a fight outside his country.
That's lost. How much weight?
All his fights were in a sports hall.
Unbelievable. How can you say this? Of course you want to tread the waters. It's like you jump in the
tread the waters?
You don't just dive into the deep end. You go into the shallow end. You learn the trade. You build yourself back up. Then you go into the deep end. There we go.
Wait. Stop. Safa Safiri. Nobody knew who Safa Safiri is. The man was like 5'9". He was a cruiserweight.
They do now.
I can't believe this.
You better believe it. You better believe that he did the unthinkable. He came back. It was about getting Tyson Fury into the ring. It was never about to see he was going to be the world champion on his first fight.
You know
he
what,
had to prove himself.
Mate.
You're talking about investors.
Mate.
Investors want to see their product perform.
Mate.
Can he perform? You've seen it. It was one of the greatest returns in boxing history.
Mate.
He had to have a warm-up. And then he went to America.
You know what?
Kicked the shit out of Deontay Wilder. As much as he wants to throw cheap shots behind the head, he dropped him twice. But guess what? Tyson Fury got up. Live with it. And not just that, he was robbed. But better than that, the whole world knew he was robbed. But you know what? He can keep that WBC promotional whatever belt you've got because Tyson Fury still has the lineal status. The man that beat the man. Fact. Say what you want to say. It is the way it is. He is number one.
Okay. All right. Look at what I would say.
You don't think I should be a promoter?
I do think you should. I think actually, I tell you what, two things you should do. I remember once talking to a young man. His name was Spencer Ferron. And I said to him, "You know what, Spencer?
Spencer ain't rather lovely."
Oh, wait, hold on. I said, "You know, Spencer, you're going to get a job at Sky Sports. I can see you've got that thing about Sky. My man's at Sky. You see, you look the perfect man for Sky. You're talking Sky language. I like you. You're talking Sky language. You would work well at Sky. You do well at Sky. You do brilliant at Sky. You'd sell all them promotional fights. You'd tell us McGregor was a 50-50 fight against Mayweather. Yeah, no, you do it. You do a great job. Now you would.
I'm glad you mentioned Mayweather. Somebody showed me this list of pound-for-pound greats of all time.
Yeah.
And at the top was Floyd Mayweather. And I said, I agree with it. I agree. You can argue it. You can argue that he's probably the greatest of all time. Obviously, the Sugar Ray Robertson. Obviously, the Muhammad Ali. Obviously, there's Jack Johnson. But people have their opinion. But you cannot say it's not an argument. It's a valid point. Some people can place him as the number one. It is error. He's beaten the people I consider the best. He's beaten Canelo. He's beaten Pacquiao. He's beaten all of them. Come on, retirement.
Listen, I want to go back to Tyson Fury. It's another thing.
Let's talk about
the rematch, the first fight.
Tyson Fury.
Can I pull you back to your boss's first fight where the fight was such a shocker? It was such a shocker. The referee didn't stop the fight, but the promoter stopped the fight.
And?
That's a long silence.
It wasn't long silence. It was just a thing.
Wait. That was a silence, boy. That was a long silence there.
No, because on the YouTube, when I'm talking, you're like 2 seconds behind.
Okay.
Or,
Frank went like this. The promoter stopped the fight. People walking out the arena.
Do you honestly think that I was even thinking about what people were doing? I was happy that he was back. And people got to see him that he was back. The fact that he's in the ring, the buzz was back, the love was back. That was our main goal. Ben Davison said it was never about giving a master performance. It was about getting Tyson Fury in the ring. And Ben Davison did a phenomenal job. And he got him in the ring. And look what Ben Davison's produced to this day.
To this day.
Listen, he stuck to the game plan and he's produced.
Stuck to the game plan. So Tyson Fury needed a game plan against Asgar Tair.
No, he needed a game plan to get back in the ring to see what he was about.
Yeah, we know that. We appreciate that, right? We appreciate that. But
as much as you want to try and cover it all up, the point was it was a path. It was a path to the top, and he did it. He got there. He even went to America. He kicked the shit out of Deontay Wilder. Did he not?
Well,
did he not?
Well, we have a rematch. There's a rematch just around the corner, and we'll see what happens there.
Deontay Wilder. What a joke.
9 defenses of the WBC title. 9 defenses.
Of the WBC, the alphabetical promotional belt that has no credibility because they awarded it to a man that got his ass pushed by the Gypsy King. Come on, wake up, man.
Okay, let me ask you one other question. Barring Klitschko,
yes,
and Wilder,
yes.
Talk to me about your boss's CV.
At the time, an undefeated young man called Derek Chisora for the British and English title twice. Then, hold on, Christian Hammer, number 2 in the WBO. Do you want me to continue?
Stop. Hold on. Derek Chisora got knocked out by David Haye in 5 rounds. And your man, wait, your man fought him afterwards, right? Your boss fought him. Wait, your boss fought him afterwards, right? Wait, your boss fought him afterwards, didn't he? Your boss fought him afterwards, didn't he? Your boss fought him after he got knocked up by Haye, right? Yes or no?
Many years after.
Many years after. Many years after.
And then undefeated, up and coming, Derek Chisora.
Dillian Whyte knocked Chisora out cold. Wait. Dillian Whyte knocked Derek Chisora cold.
Cole Thompson knocked out David Haye. What does that mean? Please don't bring that, Tony. You can't mention that. Tony Bellew beat David Haye. Bloody hell. Well, the only shit that David Haye could come out was, I felt my flipping toe. Go to sleep, son. He's fucking, listen, don't bring him into the conversation. We're talking legend. We're talking great. We're talking lineal champions, not bloody C-class boxers.
Wait.
Don't get me wrong. As a cruiserweight, he was an A-class boxer. But as a heavyweight, please. Just don't mention him. He just offends me.
Yeah, but just to let you know, Buster Douglas, I'm just saying, Gorgunja says us, the guys who had the linear championship, Buster Douglas, Hassing Ratman, and Shannon Briggs have all held the linear heavyweight championship of the world. Okay, Rob Plant says, tell Aski to watch what he's saying. The WBC, watch out for people saying shit about them. LOL. Ask Dillian Whyte. Which brings us on to our next point. Dillian Whyte.
Right, Dillian Whyte is such a sad state because...
You know my thoughts on that already, so...
I was getting excited with all the hype built up with Dillian Whyte. I do like Dillian Whyte because of the politics, the way he's been kept away. I understand that he's been given opportunities to fight for the world title, but there were opportunities where he wasn't at a 50-50 or more balance. And you know how it works. Why should you go into the lion's den less than 50%? It don't make sense. So I understand that Dillian Whyte was being patient, but he was messed about. Now, would you really think Dillian Whyte would put himself in that position and knowingly take anything illegal? I hope to God. I don't think he would. That's my opinion. Now, think about it. I'm not saying anything. This is my opinion. I'm not saying to no facts. This is my opinion. Now, Dillian Whyte isn't really much of a pay-per-view global star, okay? But he's mandatory. Well, he's in that position where he should be fighting for the WBC. And is it possible? It is possible that he could upset. Now, it's all about revenue, money, Vegas. It's all about pay-per-views. Now, maybe it's high risk, low reward.
Okay.
I'm not saying at all anybody has done anything illegal. What I am saying is it just doesn't make sense to me.
It never did to me either.
Exactly. Now, I'm saying, and it really upsets me, is that a boxer is deemed guilty before proven is innocent. Does that make sense?
But if you remember again, Asgar, was it not 4 or 5 years ago? I predicted this happening.
No, it's like most celebrities. They say, "Oh, he's a child abuser." Situation with Michael Jackson, whatever that is.
There you go.
Now, you tarnish anyone with a drug allegation, no matter if they prove themselves innocent, that reputation's being tarnished, it's damaged, and it's not fair. Now, I hope for the sake of boxing, it's all rich. I really do like Dillian Whyte. I think he's great for British boxing. He's someone that I do admire. Saying that he's been knocked down how many times, but he's come back up. This is what we all need to see. That it's never all about staying down. It's about getting up, which defines you as a champion. And so far, so good. And I was happy. I thought, yes, this is building up into something real nice. I do like this. But unfortunately, the bad press has come out. People are slating him. You've got to accept some form of slate because people are quick to fight, whatever. But then again, did they treat Lance Armstrong in the same way? Did they? Did they treat certain other boxers in the same way?
Canelo.
Dillian Whyte, unfortunately, he was shot down before anything. But listen, I really do hope the truth. I think he's innocent. That's just my opinion.
That's what I thought. I thought that from day one.
And I don't even want to make a joke about it because it's not a joke. Because it's a man's bread and butter, and
that's what I've said.
I think he speaks for a lot of people, and he's a great guy boxing. I think he's good, and I actually made the offer. I prayed for this guy, but I said, I hope he's cleared and he can get back on track. I genuinely did, and I've never met Dillian Whyte, and I owe nothing. He owes me nothing, but I genuinely do pray for him.
Yeah, it's a sad situation. It is a very sad situation, but all these people that are rushing to do interviews with Dillian Whyte, I can guarantee you 95% of them have been sticking a knife in Dillian now behind his back.
Listen, it's part of the parcel. People want stories, people want scoops, but listen, nothing you can do.
But there's a common ground here. Anybody who says AJ is on something, Dillian made a big thing about AJ cycling in Dubai. And then Miller made some statements about it as well. Both guys got done for drugs. It was very interesting.
Listen, there's a lot of things that don't make sense. UCAD saying one thing, VADA saying another, people not notifying the other people. Listen, it is something that needs to be addressed, but it's not our issue. It's for Dillian Whyte's people to sort out for the sake of boxing, for the sake of him and people, because it's at the end of the day, he's a man that's going through a lot of troubles. And when a man's down, you don't put your foot in. You try and help a man. But if it's proven otherwise, whatever, it's not good for boxing. It's not good.
It isn't. It isn't. Your thoughts?
And I got a lot of stick for that, for sticking up for Dillian Whyte. And I try to explain to people, I'm not sticking up for anybody. I'm just speaking the truth.
Well, I did that. I did two back-to-back shows on it. That people jumped the gun too quickly, and there's too much. There's a lot of the media that is in boxing today. A lot of them are bench warmers. What I mean by is they're quite happy to get a free seat to watch boxing. So Absolutely. To do that, they keep their promoter happy. That is how it works. People behind keyboards don't understand that. But if you go in the real world, you'll see a lot of people are prepared to, inverted commas, sell their soul to be able to watch fights for free, to talk to their boxing heroes. That's what they'll do. Get a scoop to get their YouTube channel flying. They'll do those things to get to the press conferences. So that's how it goes. And a lot of these media outlets, not mentioning them, but a lot of them, where their agenda's at, because a lot of these media outlets don't do their research. And I've sat next to people. I've been sitting right next to them. And articles come out. I've gone, Did you know you were fighting that person? They go, no. When was I fighting that guy? I've no contracts come through. Oh, you've tested positive for something. Have I? Really? I would know that. Or I've had a situation where, one particular situation where somebody was supposedly tested for something, and I had the official governing body letter basically shown to me to show that a person hadn't tested positive. So this tells you the sort of garbage that is out there in social media. And there needs to be some form of some sort of accreditation system that you have to have more than just a camera and ask questions to be some sort of verification as to who you are and what you're about and some track history, because anybody can put anything on the internet and it can stick. I hope and I pray, and I really pray hard, that Dillian Whyte gets through this situation, and all these media outlets that have said he's guilty, I hope he takes them to the cleaners and he sues them. I really, for slander. I really do. And I hope sooner rather than later that we have an incident with this, with a boxer suing or a promoter suing these media outlets. Because once it's done, then people will think twice. Somebody has to be made an example of, and I hope it happens, because the sooner it happens, the better. Then we'll have less people talking crap over on YouTube, less people talking and giving information that they're not educated about, and more people will be able to curb their tongue. You know, it's interesting with football. You can't just walk into Arsenal Football Club or Chelsea Football Club with a camera and start filming. You can't do that stuff and do interviews. You can't do it. You have to be accredited. And this is what needs to happen within boxing. It needs to happen. So, yeah, I really hope that Whyte makes an example of somebody, should he be considered innocent. I hope it happens.
Okay.
It goes, everyone was careful with words, though they just reported on a failed test, which hasn't been denied yet. Mason, Mr. Gashi, listen to me. You don't know, because it's not your career and your life and your livelihood, right? But it was your career, your life, your livelihood. You talk differently. Just hope that you're never in a situation like Dillian Whyte. It's very easy to talk about things and act because it doesn't affect you. That's why you're inconsiderate. But if the same thing happened to you, you would be very considerate, because you would find the flip side of it. You now have social media attacking you. But because you don't have that, it's okay. A lot of these people across social media are the biggest hypocrites in the world. Biggest hypocrites. And they don't live a realistic life, because they'll say one thing one place and say, I don't think this is acceptable. This is this, this is that. He should get the book thrown at them. And then their own lifestyle, they go, well, no, if that happened, that shouldn't happen to me. If you're prepared to point the finger, expect the finger to be pointed back at you. That's the kind of way I'm living life. So to me, I really think that the book needs to be thrown at some of these media outlets. And the day it happens, I'm going to be very happy. Why? Because finally, research needs to be done. And before you know your truth about certain situations, don't speak about it. You could say rumored, reported, but say he is, without the evidence, the better. Because too many people read go to certain media outlets, and they don't ask if it's verifiable. They go, it's reported today in, they said it, so it must be the truth. But I've had so many situations where either it's been from one promoter talking rubbish about a fighter, and they know the promoter saying things that I know, going to the other promoter, it is total rubbish, and they're just saying things to win brownie points of one another. Do you know what I mean? So you've seen the history, as we were talking to Stacey McKinney last night. He said, you see many times Don King and Bob Arum talk crap about one another, but then you see them two together making a big fight in history and both making money off of it. So these things are, you know, where money can be made and it makes sense, people will people will come together. So the less fake news there is out there, the better. And somebody needs to make an example of.
Yep, I agree.
But there is something else as well. And this is just a thought process. We're all waiting for this B sample. And this is just a thought. You know, I've seen lots of situations in the past, I've heard of situations in the past where people are put in positions and then they want to get out of certain positions. So, you know, you join the club when it suits your agenda, and then when it doesn't suit your agenda, you're trying to back out of the club. The club says, listen, you can't back out. You're in, you're staying. And then then they say, you're backing out? Okay. Well, if you back out, then you have to face the consequences. Do you get what I'm saying here, Asgar?
I totally agree.
Right? So this B sample, I want to know whether this B sample is A, holding Dillian Whyte by the nuts and squeezing his nuts, in the sense that, okay, if the B sample comes back and it's proven that Dillian Whyte is innocent, what is his next move going to be? Is he going to suddenly side with a certain promoter? Is he going to continue being self-managed? Is he going to suddenly get managed? Who's going to have his promotional rights for the next 3 to 5 fights? Is this some sort of a punishment for him speaking out about the cash king or the cash cow, Joshua? You've seen what they've done with Jarrell Miller. He spoke out and said about Joshua X, Y, and Z. I'm just wondering. I'm only wondering. So,
see, it's such a sensitive thing. You don't know what to say because, one, everyone with common sense, anyone with any decency, is totally against drugs or PEDs in this sport. Yeah, and you can't accuse anybody unless the facts are presented. And it's not fair for the media to say what they've said until the facts have been presented and everybody knows the truth. Until then, they should have just left Dillian Whyte alone, let him crack on, let him do what he's dealing with. And then, well, unfortunately for him, he was guilty before he even found guilty.
We've got somebody in the room here says, White is guilty. He's gone into hiding. It's a good job his cheating isn't being brushed under the carpet. Now, I hope that people like this, I hope that they have the evidence there, because if White is innocent, I hope you're prepared for White to find out wherever you live and then sue you for slander. Because this stuff is ridiculous. You don't know if someone is guilty or not.
Ingram, you've got to let these people have their opinion because it's not going to change. People are going to say what they want to say, but they say what they say because they're irrelevant. Now, people need to understand, Dillian Whyte's not been hiding. He's been out in public. He's been training. Now, again, I've never met Dillian Whyte. I don't owe him anything. He don't owe me anything. But I'll always speak the truth of a person that's been wrong done by. And I feel he's been wrong done by. Time will tell.
Interesting. And I heard now that Oscar Rivas and his team are going after Matchroom. That's what I understand.
Listen, I can't talk about something I don't know about, but what I do know is I just hope he's found not guilty. I hope he's cleared. But it is what it is. If someone is found guilty, then everyone's got the right to sue or claim or whatever. But people should need to wait. People need to wait.
Of course. And of course, the whole agenda thing is, people do reporting. I always like to track back. Okay, so you've come out with this evidence. What's your agenda? What are you getting out of this? What do you get out of this? When you've got certain reporters and promoters and reporters. Listen, I have seen with my own eyes, literally, sit here and watch a promoter talk about talk to a media outlet, a world famous media outlet, and say to that world famous media outlet, listen, if I give you a few tickets for a show, or if I do this for you, will you make sure that you protect this person's name? See stuff like that and think to myself, dang.
Bloody hell.
Dang. So it's all possible. All possible.
Forget all the negativity. Let's move forward and talk about something positive.
Of course. Marcy says, how can you not be guilty if his A sample is dirty? Why are people making excuses for him? If this was Wilder, they'd be killing him. I don't know. I don't know what to say. There's a lot of things I think, but we'll have to wait and see. Time.
Well, Ingram, can I just say something?
Yes.
You can't blame these people for saying
no, you can't.
It's how it's been portrayed to them, and that's why Dillian Whyte, if found not guilty, should sue these social medias that spread these rumours. It's clear cut that he's been tarnished. It's clear cut that he's been damaged. But I don't blame the people for giving their opinion because it's been sold to them. End of.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so. End of. So let's talk about Hughie Fury. Let's talk about Hughie Fury.
Yep.
His fight against Samuel Peter, and then subsequently now his fight against Povetkin.
Okay.
We'll go ahead then. We'll go ahead then.
Well, how are you supposed to fight against someone who's going to hug you all day? He's going to smother you. Yeah, you know, Fury can only do what he's doing. Now he's with Matchroom, and he's took a massive step. Povetkin is not a joke, and it's a great step, and that's the way he should go, to be tested. And I tell you what, he's not scared about he's already lost his O, so the pressure's off him. He's only 24. He's got so much to learn, such a great future ahead, and if he prevails, which I think he should do, and don't make no mistake, it's a tough fight, that will then catapult him back up there. Now, he's with Matchroom and see if he can get the big fights. It is what it is. I like Hughie. I do like Hughie.
Is he the future of the heavyweight division?
Yeah, he's 24. Imagine in 4 years' time when everyone's gone. Imagine, he'll be the man.
That only depends on him progressing and getting better, right?
We only assume that because only he will know, or people around him that care for him will know. If he's not improving and he's deteriorating, then obviously they'll tell him, look, it's not for you. But I'm just assuming that if he's learning all the time, he's getting the right training like he should. He's got a great, his father, a great trainer. Now, I feel he's got potential, that's the word, potential, to go on to win all the titles, right now.
Is he, now this Povetkin fight, it's a dangerous fight, isn't it?
Absolutely. But like his dad said, and like he said, he wants the big names out there.
Yeah, but
he ain't got time to mess about.
They've been talking about this fight since Hughie fought Sam Sexton back then.
Well, the fight's happening. I don't know too much about what Hughie's up to, but what I read and what I know, it's on. The fight's happening. Fair play to the man.
All right, let me give you a fight. Hughie Fury versus Joe Joyce and Hughie Fury versus Daniel Dubois. Both guys are the future of the heavyweight division. Talk about those two fights.
Daniel Dubois, 21 years old, or 22 or 21. What a monster. Joe Joyce, I really do like him. I think people underestimate this young man, and I think he is brilliant. Joe Joyce is from round 1 to round 12 at the same work rate. He's not pleasant to see, but if you understand him, he just keeps going. Hughie Fury, no, we won't know until they've all mixed. We don't know if Dubois or whoever can handle the pressure. We don't know. We will never know until they face each other. One thing I will say, ain't it great for British boxing?
It is, absolutely. What are your thoughts on David Price and Dave Allen, the career of Dave Allen and the career of David Price?
Well, it's just pretty funny you should say it because I was talking to someone the other day. I thought David Price boxed beautiful.
So, I picked him to beat Allen, by the way.
Yeah, but he boxed brilliant. Dave Allen, pure heart, and Dave Allen fought good, but he was against a great David Price. Now, I worry about Dave Allen because I like Dave Allen. I don't want him to see him get hurt. I don't want him to be pushed too far for the entertainment of the crowd because it shouldn't be about that.
Exactly.
Now, David Price, he's shown that he's still got something in there. Obviously, that's done wonders for his morale and his confidence. So let's just see what he's like. But I would like to see David Price against someone like Agit, whoever, the European champion. Just to see where he's at.
Yeah, I like David Price. Remember I said that David Price could go on to become heavyweight champion of the world and one laughed at me.
No, you know what it is? It's when everybody falls. Everyone has a bad patch. And unfortunately, he went through a bad patch. And
he was badly managed. That's what his problem was. Badly managed.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Was it Ramirez who fought Gonzalez the other day and lost?
Yeah.
A lot of people have taken from the amateur game and pushed into the pro game thinking it's that easy. And it's completely different. And this is where I think it's going wrong. People need to be nurtured and trained.
There's not enough teachers in the sport, Asgar. Lots of padmen, not enough teachers.
Listen, when you talk about teachers, and this is why I rate Ben Davison so highly. He's a young lad, he's a young man with the old school knowledge, but he isn't afraid to learn. He's just brilliant to watch. You know, it's like you had Ali Bashir on your channel. Now, these are guys are like you can't get these kind of guys no more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're like gold dust. You know, these guys are legends of the game that teach you the art of boxing. Nowadays, just like do a quick circuit, get in that ring, and throw as many punches as you flipping can. There's no game plan. There's no strategy, and that's how you define a good trainer. And this is why I say with Ben Davison, very, very, very smart. Old school thinking, but he's a young man with old school thinking that's happy to adapt to the
Okay, let me ask you a few questions. Like in this Ben Davison thing, yeah, obviously, there's nothing wrong with youth and the fact that he's doing what he's doing. He's done a good job with Tyson, but there was some story about John Fury not rating Ben Davison. Is this true, or is this just a rumor?
I don't think he didn't rate him. I think he was questioning a young man. Remember, you're talking about the greatest heavyweight of our generation. This is John Fury's son he's talking about. Anybody's going to have doubts. Before I met Ben, I had doubts. Everyone had doubts. But the guy proved himself. And when I used to see him, what he was doing, I thought, brilliant. Man, this guy he's one smart dude. Very, very, very smart. Knows what he's doing. And he's not one of them guys who just dictates to you what he wants. He sits back, he works it, he analyzes it, he knows what he's doing. And then he puts it into practice, and then it works. If it doesn't, he'll sit back. He's not one to say it has to be this way. He's a great student. He's still a student of the game, but he's proven himself, and he's so advanced in what he's doing. It's just great to see him learn.
I have to ask a question which perplexed me, and it never made sense to me. Why did you decide to get Freddie Roach involved? I still can't understand it till this day.
Okay, common sense, because they're in America. They've gone to LA. They need a name that's somebody like Freddie Roach that's influential, that knows the game. Freddie Roach has proven himself.
Stacey McKinley, the heavyweight Jim. Stacey McKinley, 38 heavyweight world champions, 30 champions. That would have been the first guy I would have gone to, if not Ali Bashir.
No, but if you understand the politics of the commission, who's in there with the commission? Who's in there? Remember, a lot of times different states have different laws that understand. You've got to know who you're dealing with.
Ah, okay. All right. Go ahead. Now we're talking some real good stuff. Go on, talk to me a bit more about that.
I don't know too much about it. What I do know is if I was coming from England, me myself, and I'm in LA, I want to know who knows how things work in LA, who is well respected, who's the guy that nobody's going to mess about with. And you're in LA, you've got Freddie Roach, why not? And his knowledge is key. He just pass on a bit of knowledge. You can't knock him.
Robert Garcia, isn't he
Absolutely.
in LA as well?
Yeah, but it wasn't a case of going to Garcia. It was who was available at the time, who you've bumped into. It's about who you know, not who you can go to, because you can't trust everybody.
Okay, and then subsequently, Roach was on a chat show, and he was basically saying some things that were, well, not favourable to Ben Davison.
Listen, I was very shocked at what he said, but he said what he said, and that's between him and Ben. Listen, Ben's one of them guys. If someone's got an opinion, let him say it, because that's the way it is. Everyone's got an opinion. But at the end of the day, I don't agree with what Freddie Roach said. Completely don't agree with it. But for whatever reason, he said what he said, and that's between him and Ben. And I'm sure him and Ben have spoken. And Ben, listen, it don't mean nothing to Ben. Ben has proven himself a world champion trainer. He's proven himself with two of the best boxers in the world. You know, why does he care?
Okay, all right. Let's close this off with Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh, please tell. Billy Joe Saunders, what do you want to know about? One of the greatest boxers this country has ever produced, and now signing with Matchroom and able to face Triple G, Canelo, and Andre, whoever he is. Now he's got a chance to prove how great he is.
All right. Well, okay. Stop right there. I don't want to see Billy Joe Saunders anywhere near Callum Smith. I don't want to see him anywhere near Canelo.
Okay. He'll beat Canelo. He'll beat Callum Smith. Callum Smith will struggle to make super welterweight, I believe. I think he'll go up a weight. I generally do.
I don't think he beats Callum Smith. Sorry.
Well, that's
and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
I'm telling you, I've seen many boxers in my time. I've seen great boxers in my time. I have never seen a man like Billy Joe Saunders until you see it for yourself. And I would love to take you down just to see it for yourself. He is phenomenal.
Wait. I've seen Billy up close. I've seen him up close. And I've actually done it. This is before the Eubank fight. I've seen Billy Jones up front. Billy Joe Saunders. Yeah, he's a very good fighter. However, there are some things he's not, though.
There's nothing nobody can tell me about Billy Joe Saunders. I'm telling everybody, I've been a fan since 2012 when he was in the amateurs. I've been following this young man. He is one of the greatest. And let me tell you, every amateur boxing coach, every professional boxing coach, have a look at this man, understand his boxing IQ, understand how smart the way he moves. This guy is phenomenal. And I'm not just saying it. Listen, I don't owe Billy anything. Billy don't owe me anything. I'm just saying this as a boxing fan. I'm being honest. If there's a boxer I would love for my son to be like, it would be Billy Joe Saunders. His style is phenomenal. Tyson Fury is phenomenal, but his style is unique. Tyson Fury, you can't teach that style. That is something that's a gift from God. Billy Joe Saunders is just unbelievable. His boxing intelligence is phenomenal. Unbelievable.
I think Billy Joe Saunders is a good fighter.
He's not a good fighter. He's a phenomenal fighter.
If you're gonna call him phenomenal, he's got to fight somebody that you would say is phenomenal. And there's nobody that I've seen Billy Joe Saunders fight that makes him think he's phenomenal.
Exactly. He's made great boxers look ordinary. But I understand your argument. But now we're starting with Matchroom.
Wait. Hold on. Don't get part. Hold on a second. Wait. Bring the car back a second. Who's he fought? That's a great fighter. I want to hear this.
You tell me what was his highlight of his fight? What fight defined Billy Joe Saunders?
The Lemieux fight. That fight, that defined him. That's it. The Lemieux fight. That moment. If you think Billy Joe Saunders.
Stop. Andy Lee was.
Wait. No, don't even go there, Andy Lee. Andy Lee was badly advised.
Listen, it doesn't matter. What we do know is now that he's got the opportunity, he's called out all these names. Now it's for them time.
Yeah, but he called them names out, but you know them fights weren't going to happen.
Why would it happen? There was it DAZN, what it's called, to Zone. Now they're all in the same team. Make it happen.
Now it'll happen. But
I want to see it happen. And I will tell you, he'll beat all of them. He will beat all of them.
But mate, he doesn't beat Callum Smith. He doesn't beat Callum Smith. No, he doesn't.
He beats Callum Smith.
No, he doesn't. Okay, why does he beat Callum Smith? Break it down for me. You're the trainer. Break it down for me why he beats Callum Smith.
He beats Callum Smith. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead. Why does he beat Callum Smith?
You can say what you want. He beats him.
Wait. Break it down. How does he break Callum Smith?
Okay. Callum Smith's a rangy guy, yeah?
Yes.
He dips down in his shots.
Yes.
No, Billy Joe, he will time these guys to perfection. Not only is he switching, sir. Not only is he time. It's like, okay, look at Andy Lee. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Forget Andy Lee. Andy Lee is not. Andy Lee was a light middleweight and moved up to middleweight. Forget Andy Lee. I'm talking about a guy who's a super middleweight who could fight a cruiserweight.
A boxer under Ben Davidson, and what I've seen is phenomenal. You mentioned Challo brothers earlier today, yeah? Hello?
Yes.
And I've seen Challo's principal sparring partners come along to the gym to spar Billy Joe. Billy Joe's made him look stupid. There's nothing you can tell me about Billy Joe Saunders.
All right, Callum Smith has got a good jab. He's got a good right hand. Works well to the body. Thing about Callum Smith is to beat Callum Smith, you've got to back him up. Billy Joe Saunders is not going to back Callum Smith up. Smith will hold the center of the ring and use the jab. Saunders is going to have to move around him. Saunders does not come forward like that.
But he don't need to. He can move around and he can trade. Let me explain to you.
Not at super middleweight. Not at super middleweight. No.
Saunders' power has been underestimated. I'm telling you, he beats Callum Smith and he stops Callum Smith. I tell you this.
He what? He stops. Wait. So you're telling me Billy Joe Saunders punches harder than George Groves? No, come out of there, man.
Jones, let me tell you something straight. You don't doubt Tyson Fury against Chisora. You doubted him against Klitschko. You doubted him against.
No, I didn't. Wait. I doubted him again. I didn't doubt him against Klitschko, and I told him to his face. And you know I told him to his face. I told Tyson to his face. I said I said you would beat Klitschko. I said, but a Chisora, based on your fights leading up to the second fight, and Chisora dropping people with the overhand right, and him being subsequently getting dropped by guys of lesser quality than Chisora. That's what I thought Chisora would get beat by. Remember?
Look at Ingram Jones. Let me explain to you this one thing, please. I've told the world about Klitschko. That
You told the world what?
I told the world that Tyson would beat Klitschko.
So did I. So did I.
No, but let me explain. And he did that. I told the world Tyson would demolish school Wilder. And he did that.
Wait. Stop. This world schooled is overrated. You do not school a guy with your back on the floor looking up at the lights. That's not schooling. Mayweather versus Canelo, that's schooling. You do not school somebody when you come out of the fight, your face is worse than the guy that you supposedly schooled. His face, at the end of Fury's face, at the end of the fight, he looked like a pepperoni after the fight. Pizza. Fury, after the fight with Wilder. His face looked like a pepperoni pizza after the fight. Don't tell me about him schooling anyone. You just like start trouble with me. No, don't go there, man.
Listen, you can say what you want to say, but I'll tell you this.
No, mate, that's not schooling, mate. That is not schooling. You getting off the canvas twice and then 12 around your eyes like this on the floor. Is that schooling somebody?
Billy Joe Saunders, the greatest of our
Listen, I love Tyson. I love Billy Joe Saunders. And I want them to have the best. I want them to do the best. But Asgar.
Let's stop right there.
Asgar, don't, please.
This isn't personal. This isn't about liking anyone. This is fact. We're talking about the two greatest of our generation.
Wait, the greatest. Listen, wait. Hold on.
I never produced. Whether you like it or not, let's state fact. Undefeated. They're undefeated.
Listen, in Asgar's world. Listen, in Asgar. Wait. In Asgar's world, not the one Thor's Asgar, but in Asgar, like TK Maxx Asgar, that Asgar, in that world, in the TK Maxx world, Billy Joe Saunders and Tyson Fury are two of the greatest fighters ever. But I tell you something now, my friend. Wait. Nassim Hamed, 1. Lennox Lewis, 2. Two great fighters there. Joe Calzaghe, 3. Billy Joe Saunders is nowhere near the class of Joe Calzaghe as a southpaw. Don't even try it.
Calzaghe, please, he's a great guy. You can't take a talk about a king that retired undefeated. He's proven himself. He's a king, undefeated.
Wait. Carl Froch. Don't even go there. And Carl Froch isn't as skilled as Billy Joe Saunders. But Carl Froch fought the best that was around, including Andre Ward. So don't go here with Billy Joe Saunders.
He got beat by Andre Ward. What are you on about?
Yeah, but listen, fought Ward, who's pound for pound the #1, and will go down in the Hall of Fame.
He got beat.
Oh yeah, but you have to fight the best to beat the best, and we can't say Billy Joe Saunders has fought the best.
Tyson and Billy Joe, 50 plus have tried, and all 50 plus have failed. Fact. You can say what you want to say. The kings of the business, mate. Whether you love it or hate it, it's fact.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Listen, I want to say something about Callum Smith and the kickboxer. Let me teach you guys a little bit about boxing. Billy Joe Saunders is not a come forward fighter. He's a counter puncher. That's what he does best. The guy who's a kickboxer came forward at Callum Smith. Anybody who puts Callum Smith on the back foot and forces back against the ropes will give him problems. I don't think Billy Joe Saunders is that kind of guy.
Listen, believe me, I like Callum Smith. I think he's great. But I'm telling you, we're talking about somebody very special in Billy Joe Saunders.
Billy Joe Saunders is going to eat jabs all night long from Callum Smith. And I would not be surprised if Smith dropped into the body. You heard it here. You heard it here. Body shot. Body shot Callum Smith. I'm telling you. Too big. He ain't knocking nothing out, man. He ain't knocking nothing out. He ain't knocking no one out. Now, don't stop that, man. At super middleweight. At super middleweight. At super middleweight. Come on, man. Leave that for Sky Sports, man, and Matchroom. Don't come on the channel there telling me that stuff, man. Come on, man.
Forget it.
Oh, man. Listen, I'm not saying Callum Smith is the greatest fighter, but he's got enough in the tank to deal with Saunders.
Now that you mentioned great, let's just talk about somebody who is knocking on the door of greatness.
Your boy.
Believe me, Ingram. And I ain't going to say he's great right now. Potentially, he's got the ability to be unexpected.
Listen, what I want you to do for me, I want you to get this guy on the phone with you. I want to get, because I'm running out of time, I want you to get him on the phone with you, and we're going to do it with you, your fighter and you talking. All right?
Okay, we'll do it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. Can we do tomorrow morning about 11-ish, 11, 12?
Perfect. We'll finish training at 11, and I'll have him with me, and we'll get it done.
Let's do that. I'm gonna have to cut this short now because I'm going over time.
Shabazz Massoud, remember the name.
Say his name again for everybody.
The Maverick, Shabazz Massoud, remember the name.
And can people see that on YouTube? Can people see him on YouTube?
Managed by Frank Warren, Queensby Promotion.
Okay.
He's managed by Mervyn Turner. He's promoted by Frank Warren, Queensby Promotion. Shabazz Massoud Maverick, he will be world champion. Okay,
well, we look forward to seeing him. All right. Asgar, I'm going to have to leave it there for now. We can go round 2 tomorrow if you want to. It's always a pleasure having you on the show.
Can I just say one quick thing before I get to...
Yes, go ahead.
Those that have doubted AJ, I've always been wanting to slate AJ, but listen, let's just be real. He's going to kick the shit out of Ruiz. Listen, that was a lucky thing. Beat him, fair play, but I don't like the way people have shitted on AJ. AJ, I hope he comes back and realizes the guys that shitted on him, fire him, get rid of him. Then when you do get back, come and face Tyson, and that's what knock you out for good and end your career. End of.
Okay. Thank you very much. Asgar Tair, Team Fury. It's always a pleasure talking to you, Asgar. As always, you're the only man I think that gets me fired up in this kind of way, and I appreciate you.
It's been great. Well, thank you very much.
As always, a pleasure. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. That's Asgar Tair. I hope you've enjoyed another entertaining show. Much love and much respect to Asgar Tair. He certainly has got the gift of the gab. Certainly great promoter. And shout out to Tyson Fury and Billy Joe Saunders. 2 very interesting boxers and 2 very talented boxers within the heavyweight and the middleweight stroke super middleweight division. Should be fun. And of course, we look forward to hearing more about Asgar's talent. Massoud, we look forward to seeing him on the channel and talking to him. Right, that's it for me for now. I've got to go off and do something. I'll be back. I'll see you later. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments, share the video out, leave your comments in the comment section. And I hope you've enjoyed the show, and I hope this has encouraged you to subscribe to the channel. This is me from BWTM Sports, and we are out. Thank you for watching.